Good morning, Shire! So, because they almost exist a year, which sounds very official.
Yeah, it's really long, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We wanted to make a fun video about a story we are writing, Don't Kick the Chair, Kristen.
Sorry, my fault.
That wasn't an earthquake, that just was Tamara. A story which is also related to The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and a lot of other fandoms.
Really, a lot of fandoms. Musketeers, what do we have more?
Well, basically anything we can think of.
Yeah.
And, we have two stories. One is called the
Hey.
which sounds really weird in English, but
Yeah.
it's written in English though, but the title we always pronounce in Dutch.
Yeah.
And there we go to a world that is Middle Earth and a lot of other worlds in one.
Yeah.
And we just meet our favorite characters and it's so much fun.
It really is.
And then we have a second part, even though the AA hasn't been finished yet. And that's called the THTH.
It really sounds weird in English.
Yeah, well, we'll get to the titles later.
Yeah.
And there we are in an airplane with all our favorite characters and we crash on an island. And then they are in our world after that. When we are rescued, they are in our world, and it's kind of funny having like dwarves in our world. Well, yeah.
Yeah, with
It's
mobile phones and McDonald's and all modern things.
Yeah. So we have a few questions that we are going to answer about this story. First,
question number 1.
how did we start writing the story?
Well, it all started when Hobbit movie was out, I think the third one.
The third one, we went to the premiere here, and
after that our lives were sort of...
The day after that we were just really down
over.
because there wouldn't be any more new Hobbit movies. Yeah.
Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, because it ended that day, and yeah, we really
Just
needed
to
something
end
to... Shut up.
Shut up! Again. And so we decided it would be fun to kind of write a story, like a soap series of us going to Middle Earth, and then we decided to add other fandoms as well.
Yeah, just to make it more
fun.
I don't know, more fun, because then we can the characters can meet each other from other worlds, like dwarves with mobile phones and
that's
all
fun.
those.
That's actually
things.
a lot of dwarves and mobile phones occurs in the THTH.
Yeah,
which is the second part.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The second question is, what is your favorite scene so far?
My favorite scene so far, I think, at least the one with Lexi when we meet him in the first story.
I think that runs for the most funny scene.
Yeah, it's great. And otherwise, I think, I probably have a lot of fights with Athos.
Probably.
Or at least there will be a lot of fights with Athos. And what more? We had a lot of great scenes we made, but it's a while ago, and everything's fun.
I think I love scenes with Philly because he's like my bestie.
I think your bacon scene.
Oh my god!
Yes! Bacon scene.
That's the best.
Brilliant.
Oh, we should find it.
Yeah.
We're gonna find the bacon scene and do it in another video because it's fun.
Yeah, or maybe when we have enough time in this one.
Yeah.
But we will.
Then we'll just pause it and search for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, now indeed the bacon scene, and
I think the drinking games.
Drinking games, but they're really fun to write.
Yeah.
Yeah. And everything with Thorin.
Yeah, and I thought...
but Thorin is also in the bacon scene.
it's amazing.
This just got me out of my concentration.
I'm sorry.
My first scene with Thorin, like when I bring his drunk nephew to his house and he's like, what the hell is this? It's also fun.
Yeah.
Okay. What kind of scene do you still want to write?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I want to write out scenes with Robin Hood. Because
Yeah, maybe a death
like,
scene or something, you know, something.
Yeah,
But
that
I can't really handle that. I'm really
I can.
emotional, you know, so I probably will be crying
But that's
after
okay.
5 minutes or something, you know, and I'm thinking, oh, he's dying. Oh. Well, somewhere it would be really, great to do that, but it's kind of an issue who has to die then.
Yeah.
I think because most of the characters are our favorites from series and movies, and we have some which aren't.
I still wanna.
But then
Yeah,
it's
but
not tragic.
The ones who aren't are fun to have in there.
Yeah.
I still want to write out scenes with Robin because that's kind of inspired on stuff that happened to me, and I just love writing it down.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character to use in a scene? Oberyn. I love Oberyn because he's so sarcastic, and Bofur also. Philly, Killy. Well, Killy is not mostly Philly. And Frodo. Because he's also like half the time Frodo shouts also and shoots out laughing.
Yeah.
And
it's I think the only thing he does, laughing, crying, screaming, making other noises, being the loudest.
Yeah.
I think that's what Frodo is in the
extremely close and incredibly loud or whatever that's called.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Okay, focus.
Did you write anything based on real events?
No.
We wouldn't.
Yes, we would never do that.
No. There are still a lot.
Yeah, there are parts.
Things that are gonna be there that are based on real events.
Yeah, but we do use things like real events, or at least it's like, you know, we went to the city and something happened and we will use it. But also small things, you know, like, oh, we have to go shopping, and everyone goes shopping once in a while, or going to the McDonald's, you know, also.
Yeah, actually, we have a lot of things that we are going to McDonald's, and for instance.
For instance. We are a lot of things.
And then we like.
That's how Bomber became so bad.
That's fun if
we would write it.
We'd go to the McDonald's and TH, let's do that. Yeah, and this and that happens then, and then we write it later. We also go to the Efteling, which is the best amusement park in the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Which character would you still like to introduce?
I think a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
At least some, you know, for me it's Deeks from CSI, NCIS.
From the Borgias.
Oh, yes.
And
I think a lot more, but.
Yeah, a lot. Actually, basically anything we're into at the moment.
Yeah. Or just random people that we think, oh yeah, you can be in there.
We also have like people from our lives in there.
Yeah.
Under
nicknames. Everyone's under a nickname except the characters. So.
Yeah, because that would get most confusing. Because there are like only 5 people, 10 we really know.
Yeah. And it's really awkward when someone reads it and.
What was the most awkward scene you wrote so far? Well, definitely Bacon.
Bacon, yes. Or maybe a love scene or something, you know?
Yeah. Well, the most awkward scene I wrote was Bacon.
I don't know what mine is. I think someone with Aramis or so. I have.
Someone walks in on you.
Yeah, well, in the first story, I have a couple of days, or well, in the story. That I like well, no, I don't like him for a couple of days. I like him from the first second I see him. In that, there's a couple of days. And
you were a thief, you stole my heart.
Oh, yes, you really did. That I'm, in really awkward situations with his friends, and it's like, you know, one time I'm upon his friend, and there's another scene when I walk in the shower or something, you know. Those kind of things, but it was really fun to write.
Taking a shower with his friends.
Yes, they're showering together.
Wait, 8. Yeah.
8.
Where do the titles derive from? Well, AAA stands for awkwardness all around, which is a thing I said like in one of the first chapters when we're just randomly. It starts when we get into a cafe and
The inn, not a cafe, the inn.
The Prancing Pony. Sorry.
Where Merry and Pippin, they are the innkeepers, bartenders. You know, they own the place.
Yes.
Yes, I just read it.
Oh my god! I
Merry
thought
and
it was
Pippin.
both her.
No, Merry and Pippin, they own the inn where we
Okay.
are staying, and the Musketeers, they are in the room next to
They're
us.
there, and then we join them just to talk, but it's kind of awkward. So I'm sitting there like awkwardness all around, and then we decided it was kind of a good title.
Yeah.
And then for the THTH, which stands for Too Hot to Handle.
I think that started when we started this story on the airport in Amsterdam, just in our world. And there is this moment when we see Daryl.
Daryl, and we're like, he can be on an airplane.
Yeah, and
And,
we're just...
no, like at some point, either you or me tells him just plainly that he's too hot to handle, and he's like,
Yeah.
okay.
And that's how the title...
Okay.
Yeah.
Came to be.
Yeah.
What was the most fun scene so far?
Bacon.
A lot. Yeah, bacon actually. I'm gonna
Bacon.
pause it and we're gonna.
Yeah.
No. First, we're gonna read out Lexi scene,
Yeah,
which we actually choose as most fun scene. But then, I totally forgot about the bacon scene. Well,
Okay.
pause it then and find the bacon scene. We have to do it kind of quickly. Okay.
Yes.
You read this. I'll read the bacon scene.
Okay.
If I can do that without laughing.
Yeah. Where shall I...
This is where we
Start.
are in the Prancing Pony, and Legolas is introduced to us, which we do not like very much.
Yeah,
Or at
there's
least-
one thing... We don't like Lexi or Legolas, and our friend
does. Okay,
She
just
does.
read it.
She's
Don't.
just directly in love. Where do we start? Okay. Before Tamara could answer, someone jumped onto the table. His long blonde hair fell in front of his face. He swiped it away and lay down on the table. Tamara did not feel the need to say anything. Hey there, he smoldered. I just wanted to drop in.
Smoldered. I don't even know what it
Smoldered.
means.
It's
It
yeah.
doesn't matter. We don't have
It's
so
Lexi's
much
face.
time.
Nanook almost died of laughter. Tamara looked at him in disgust. In the corner of her eye, she saw Verena staring at the man as if it was Ethos. Tamara looked at the man again. Could you please go off the table? I have to introduce myself. My name is Legolas, Prince of Mirkwood. Tamara looked at him and swallowed the words Earl. She heard Nanook crying out laughing. Tamara looked, sorry. And your name is? Legolas tried to keep the conversation going. Holoproper, Tamara answered with any emotion. She did not suspect he would understand Dutch. Nanook fell off her chair. I'm Verena, Verena almost shouted. The elf finally turned towards her. Tamara shoved her chair backwards. Hi Verena, Legolas smiled, but you can call me Lexi. Earl, Tamara said out loud this time. Nor Verena nor Lexi seemed to notice. Nanook got up and looked at Legolas, obviously holding her laughter. Lexi, would you mind getting off our table? Tamara got up. I need to get something stronger than this. She took her cup and walked to the bar. As she ordered the wine, she heard Annika and Kim walking into the inn.
Yeah. Well, at some point, it's also like that somebody says "oh" about him. Like you say "oh" and I say "oh" indeed.
Oh.
That was pretty funny too. Okay, I'm gonna pause. We're gonna fight the bacon
Somewhere
scene.
else. And,
Wait.
yeah.
Can we do that in 3 minutes?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I'm already...
So we found the bacon scene, and I'm going to try to read it out, but it's kind of sort of romantic. Ugh.
Yeah.
Sort of. So I'm
Sort of,
really
yeah.
bad at that. Okay.
You can do this. You can do it.
No.
Okay,
I'll
write
just
it.
like as soon as I can, I'll just do it.
Okay.
Continue.
So I will start and then maybe...
Just start reading. I'll
Yeah.
take over.
Did you form an alliance with Aramis? Alex asked while Thorin put some plates and bread down next to her. Ethos, he corrected her. After the battle for the bunkers, he's not very fond of Azog either. She noticed a slight change in his voice when he said the name of the pale orc. You are seeking revenge, she noticed, turning towards him. Thorin nodded shortly. He reached past past
Spelled weirdly. Past her and took the pen of the fire. I will never forgive, he said in a low I will never forgive, he said in a low voice. Don't blame me for that. I'd rather blame you for forgiving the one who left such marks. Deep stuff. He looked straight at her. What marks are you talking about? ? There is no question mark. She bit her lip. I think you know better than me. For a few seconds he kept silent. Then he put a hand on her waist and pulled her close. How do you know things I never told? I can't forget any words you say, but the things you tell without words I'll never forget. This sounds so weird. She'd never forget the look in his eyes anytime he mentioned Azog. He smiled lightly, but his eyes kept looking seriously. Would you forget these? Godverdamme, you do it. You do it. This is like, yuck.
I can do this. He brought his mouth to her ear and whispered, I want you to be mine. No. No.
No. No. No! Oh my god, why does she say no? No, she put her arms over his shoulder. You already told me without words. I mirrored her. I don't get this. By the way, the time's always over, so we're going for the cliffhanger.
Yeah.
This is actually only the introduction to the scene because the bacon part is the funny part, but you'll see it next time.